It's time for episode 4 of Beyblade Burst GT, the Fiery Grand Dragon. Hello everyone, and today we are doing Beyblade Burst GT episode 4, the Fiery Grand Dragon. Before we continue, let's try to pass our like goal of 200 likes. Make sure to drop a comment on your thoughts on the episode. And before I actually continue, something I want to mention too, by the way, I've already had videos up in the past on how you can actually watch the episode. I don't really want to have to keep on having to link the episode. Just go through the video that I actually already have on that. Very simple how to actually watch the Beyblade Burst GT episode. But without any further ado, let's begin. Alright, so talking about this episode in order. This episode first up before, this episode was alright. Again, it's really just like set up for episode 5 where it's Grand Dragon versus Wizard Fafnir, I was about to say. It's kind of like the only real good part about this, just because it leads into it. It's more just a little bit of backstory. You can kind of like skip this episode, not really anything special would happen. I guess at the start, he just like barges in to that Bay Club thing, and he's like, hey! Fafnir has the stamina layer base. I need that now. Because I think he realizes that he has an attack layer base, so he needs the stamina one, so that's his whole basis for basically wanting to defeat Wizard Fafnir, which is probably going to happen, I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure Grand will most likely defeat Wizard Fafnir and Fumiya, which people are excited for that, you know. I guess, if you don't like Fumiya, there you go. But it's not confirmed yet. I'm just going off the episode titles and everything, especially with the fact also they're just setting up a stamina layer base to defeat it. So basically, he resonates with his Bay again, which I thought was kind of cool, how he keeps on resonating with his Bay. Because then after, at least if he defeats Fumiya, it kind of makes sense, because he keeps on resonating with his Bay, and he's sort of like learning and adapting. Okay, so basically what happens is I think they craft the thing or whatever, they make the layer base, which is Grand Stamina layer base, and he's practicing. So the first time he actually screws up in his launch, because actually what happens is, since it's a different layer base, it's a bit of a different weight, I think, or whatever. It's a stamina layer base, right? So he has to actually do he has to like practice his launch or whatever. I think they have a stronger launch, so he has a lot more spin. Because since he was an attack type Beyblade, he had to rely just on the fact that it's an attack type and just go for a few hits right at the start and win. With stamina layer base, he has to launch a little bit harder, I think, or something like that, or balanced. I'm not too sure what it was. Basically practiced by like, I think he had like a blanket over or something and was holding a cup of water, and he has to make sure like when he's taking off the blanket or whatever that he actually doesn't spill any water, I'm pretty sure. So he does a test launch, and then after he actually manages to be successful, so then after Amane basically challenges him for practice, right? So that's pretty cool. They go into a match, and something I actually do like a lot, so that's Amane. So what's cool is that since it's the Grand layer base, it's a red background this time around, which I do wonder what's going to happen with the Rock defense layer base, because are they going to do black, what colors they're going to pick. His aura is basically very similar to Aiga with the Grand layer base. So it's basically, there's not any new animations, but I should also say too, just like the old one. I don't know, I think he did a new move here, I'm pretty sure. It was kind of hard to listen to what he was trying to say. Something like Grand whatever. If someone could actually comment saying what was a special move for that part, if it was a new special move or it was just the old one, tell me. Because I'm not too sure if it was a new one because of the Grand layer base or not. I think it was a new one. And what's really interesting is that basically, I think when you have super resonance with your Bay, for your Gachi Bay, your Bay sort of like glimmers in this yellow aura. So like with Volt, since Volt's such like an experienced blader, as we saw in like the first episode, his Bay easily resonated and had like this spirit and basically had this yellow energy and defeated their opponent. So I'm actually curious, because the drum's actually showing signs that he has a lot of, I guess, latent potential. Because then right after that, he does this whole Grand Barrage thing, legit destroys Ashura on the burst finish. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay, you just basically won. So he's excited, and he basically battles against her right at the end. And until the guy actually realized, after doing a little research, quick Google search, yeah, I just realized that her name, what is it? It's Ichika Kindo? And then after, when you realize Fumiya is Fumiya Kindo. So she's the sister of Fumiya, which I think is kind of hilarious in a way. Which also that actually also makes sense for a reaction. I guess in the episode she's kind of embarrassed by, I guess, her goofy brother. I'm just a little bit disappointed because, okay, whatever. She's not like Zack's sister, whatever, right? That's whatever. But like, is she actually gonna have her own Bey? Because that's what I just want to see. Like, I don't want it to be another thing where it's like, well, it's an evolution where you have like a female blader, but they don't have an actual main Bey, and they're just kind of like, they might do stuff here and there, but not really anything special. I'm hoping it's something like Suo, I think. Like how Suo basically didn't have any Bey at the start, and then after, well, you had a Bey, but not really like a main Bey, and then after they actually got a Bey. I hope that's the case. The episode actually does end off with a really cool shot, even though it's just basically the bank animation of his launch. It looks really cool. So, it's like maybe 7 out of 10, I don't know. It's not really a 6, like, it's kind of important. So the episode preview, Fumiya is basically just, I don't know what Fumiya is doing. I think Fumiya is probably gonna lose. He's gonna get really cocky. I think that's what's gonna happen, or it's just gonna be because of the Grand Layer base. I think he's probably gonna beat Drum, attack Layer base, and then after he's gonna use the Stamina Layer base, and then after he's gonna win. So I don't really know what he's doing. I think he's probably just taunting Drum, if anything, because I think that would make the most sense. Him just to taunt Drum, probably something like, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna win. I'm such a strong player. Look at me go." Really cool shots here, where they actually zoom in on his face for a second, which I'm guessing, I think Fumiya is probably going to be a little bit goofy when he's maybe like not battling, but when he's actually battling he's going to be serious. Again, this reaction shot, this is a shot I'm using in the thumbnail, 100%. She's just so embarrassed with Fumiya. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. Obviously, I guess Drum probably does something a little bit dumb, and then after he's a little embarrassed by it, then after he gets started. Yeah, Fumiya does look pretty interesting with a lot of shots, so I think serious Fumiya is probably going to be something really cool to see. So something to end off with, they would basically at the end, since these videos are like 14 minutes, but the reality is it's just like 12 minutes, the other 2 minutes just advertisement for the upcoming stuff. Since the random booster is actually coming out this weekend, as well as Wizard Fafnir, I guess they're just also talking about customization for all the layer bases you can do, which is perfectly fine, I guess. I don't know. Kind of like, whatever, man. But yeah, definitely tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I think the highlight for me is probably just seeing how they're putting really an emphasis on customization and the importance of it, and how there's a lot of actual factors that go into it, which is actually something I really did want to see in Burst, because in Burst, there really was no, like, there's limited customization in Burst. Like, I can't really remember much times where they may have done it. Maybe first season, I don't remember much from the first season. I haven't watched the first season in such a long time. I think in Beyblade Burst God, what was it, Silas or whatever? Maybe took Volt's frame? Well, that's kind of it. Like, I can't really remember all that much. But definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I guess since also Wizard Fafnir is coming out along with the random booster, you can make sure to comment what videos you want to see on it. But I kind of like I don't really hate Fumiya at all, really. I think Fumiya is like an interesting take. Like, it's like Kyle, even though like the original owner for Kirby, Hazard Kirbyus, right? It's like Ken or whatever, and then after we have Kyle, who has Hazard Kirbyus, and then after, like, Kyle wasn't that bad at all. He's pretty cool. It's the same case with Fumiya. Like, I don't be honest, like, as long as they're able to really make the characters cool at the end of it, or they make them interesting enough, and they're not like meh, that's what makes me really like the character. That's why I like Fumiya. Like, I don't hate Fumiya just because it's not free. You know what I mean? Because I think that's a silly reason. Like, you gotta wait through these episodes. I'm pretty sure this whole mini saga with Fumiya goes up until episode 6. I don't know what's gonna happen, if he's still gonna be on his little Bay Club thing, or if he's just gonna not be in his Bay Club thing. But yeah, seriously, make a comment, make 2 comments, I guess, one on the episode, and then after, I guess, one on what videos you want to see with the Fafnir and all that stuff. I'm just kind of excited for the new releases, but I don't know if I'm able to get it in time, but okay, that's kind of it. What I want to do now is actually just do probably like a ton of battles with Geistfafnir, Grand Dragon, and Bushin Ashura. Alright, so now what I want to do is just do some battles. So, again, there's not really much else I could do. I mean, I just want to use the Grand Lair base. I'm gonna be honest, I really just want to use the Grand Lair base. And I guess I'll do it against like Geistfafnir and against Bushin Ashura. The thing is right now with GT, there's really not that many bays out, so it's kind of hard to sort of pick battles and actually try to do them. So something I actually thought would be a cool idea would be a 2v1 with Dragon and Ashura against Fafnir, I guess. You know, I figure that'd be a little bit better than just me doing one-on-one. I mean, I can do a one-on-one after, but... yeah, basically that Grand Lair base is going to be pretty useful. Alright, I guess it's going to be Grand Dragon versus Fafnir. I guess that's what we're ending off today with. Yeah, but I actually do plan on doing a couple of battles, I guess. I don't know, we're going to see where it actually goes between these two bays. It's actually pretty cool. And bays are starting to slow down. Hold it. Nah, Fafnir. Something I really enjoy with Burst is sort of like how they've been utilizing lair bases. Like, it actually matters when you customize, something I actually really love. Not the Fafnir. The lair base is stamina, right? So then after, what is it going to take for him to do the rocket lair base? Is it going to be like battles against a super tough defense type Beyblade? And then after, eventually he's going to make a rock lair base? Or does he meet a strong attack type? I'm trying to wonder. Because I don't think they're going to try to go for maybe the same type for the reason why I'll make a lair base. And I'm assuming too that Dragon will probably just keep Rock and Grand. I don't think Dragon will get any more lair bases for it. Like, I know there's like maybe one more new lair base that's coming out, which I think, what is it called? Cosmo? Which I don't think Cosmo is going to actually be... yeah, I don't think it's going to be used for Valkyrie or Dragon. I think Cosmo is just its own thing. I guess we'll see for the future though. I really just wanted to do a battle between these two. Like, I never could do a battle between... because I know a lot of people aren't really, like, a fan, I guess, of Grand Dragon, or I guess Dragon and Ashura. They mostly just like slash Valkyrie. So, I'm trying to, you know, try to pick good battles to do and save them on the side for the future. So, let's just try to do Fafnir. I'm gonna light launch it. So, by the time of this video, right, the day after the episode, right, which is the Saturday, the new release for Wizard comes out. So, it's going to be fun to actually eventually do Wizard battles, but, you know, I'm stuck with Geist for right now, you know? I really am. Which, to be honest, I can't wait just to wait for those battles where just long endurance the whole time. I guess that'll be fun. Now, I did not give Amane credit in the last review. I didn't really care too much. Look, the fact that he actually had more of a strategy than Drum, you know, I think we have to praise him for that, so... I think it'd be actually cool if the main cast eventually changes up their lair bases for certain situations. That's something I think would actually be really unique. And that also gives them, even if they don't do new bays, like let's say each random booster they don't do a new bay, or some release they don't do really anything new and they just release lair bases, that's something I think would be really awesome, just to have sort of like a lot of customization options for the bays. Which I guess maybe some people might prefer new bays, but you know, I guess it depends on the situation for how they're going to do it, but let's try to end it off with this. Ashura is not as cool in real life as it is compared to the anime. He just loses right away. And then I'm just stuck looking at that bay. Alright, we're about to end it. Come on. I guess, yeah, that's gonna be it. Comment your thoughts on, I guess, the next episode. Comment your thoughts on, I guess, I'm just gonna call this, I guess, maybe the Fumiya arc for right now, unless it actually gets an official name. I'm really curious to know your thoughts in the comment section below. And since Wizard Fafnir is actually coming out, I should be getting it probably next week. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, regardless. Make sure to comment what videos you want to see with Wizard Fafnir, because I'm actually really on that hype train right now, because there's the new random booster, Wizard Fafnir, and I guess also Grand Valkyrie, which is a WBBA store exclusive, I'm pretty sure. That's like holding whatever. So comment what you want to actually see. I did already do a community post, but I really want to know your thoughts in the comment section below. For this episode, you know, like I said, overall it's pretty good. I'm mostly just excited for the next episode. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching and have an awesome and amazing day.